Hello, this is Mark from Biztory with a short presentation on Tableau extensions. Maybe a quick recap. Tableau extensions are mini web applications, mini web components that you can embed into a dashboard. And once you have done so, you obtain a functionality that is rather similar to the possibilities that you have with the Tableau JavaScript API. Important to note is that the scope of an extension is always the dashboard. So once your extension is on the dashboard, you can get all the worksheets of that dashboard. You can get the filters, the parameters. You can get properties of these and request the filter type, the filter value. And there are also a number of methods with which you can change certain of these properties. You can change filter values, you can change parameters. I see two typical use cases for extensions. First one is an extension that runs in the background that has no user interface and that enhances certain functionality by running in the background. For example, if you change a parameter, that then automatically also another filter is applied to your dashboard. The second group of extensions are extensions that have a user interface and that can be used to show new types of visualizations or to show images or even video based on certain selections that you do in your dashboard or based on data that is available in the data sources that are behind worksheets in your dashboard. Okay, so for today I have prepared two extensions. Both are a bit in the same area. The first one allows you to set a default value of a parameter. This is an often requested feature for Tableau. So let me quickly show you how it works. I will open my demo workbook. So this is a workbook from one of our customers. The data and also the KPIs that I show here are all dummy, but it shows you the principle. It is a workbook that the customer wants to open every day and with which he can follow the daily KPIs. So the idea is that if I come in the office tomorrow morning, that I see my KPIs of today, that's here on the left part, and that I also see the month-to-date values of each of the KPIs. And I can click on a KPI and then I see in the bottom some more detail on a daily basis. Are we above or below the target? And we have also a forecast here in the right side of the screen that colors red if the forecast is not good, and it will color gray if the forecast is good. So what we can do now, or what the problem is with this dashboard, is that if you open this in the morning, then this is a date parameter, which is then used as a filter on the left side of the screen and also on the right side of the screen. But this date parameter has every day the same value. And what the customer expects is that if he comes in tomorrow, that the data of the day before is shown. So what we can do is we can add an extension to this web page, and there is here a new icon that allows you to drag and drop an extension. And then I select one of those extensions that I have developed. It's a date parameter default value extension. So I can add it to the dashboard. I'm now in design mode, which means that I see this little icon here, and I can click on the icon, and then a new dialog window is opened in which I can configure the extension. So using this screen, I can specify what my default value for the date should be. And I have implemented a bit a special way of doing this. I have implemented a syntax, an expression that corresponds to the moment.js library. So if I enter here this, then automatically my parameter will always come to the current day. But my customer wants that the dashboard is automatically opened on yesterday. So what I can do is just enter here, subtract today minus 1 day. Or I can subtract 7 days, I can add 7 days, I can select the start of the month or the quarter or the year, whatever you want. So there are limitless possibilities here to specify the date that you want to appear in your parameter value. If you enter an incorrect value here, then there will be an indication that it is an invalid date expression. So there is a validation on the fly of what you enter there. So if my date format is correct and I click on Save and Close, then automatically the new date will be applied here. So if I change again to, let's say, end of January, and I save this workbook and I close it, now my extension is embedded on my dashboard. If I now reopen this workbook, or if I open it on server, I can publish on server and then open it on server, then you will see that once that the extension is loaded, that automatically my date is here on 7 days in the past. Okay, so this is an example of setting a date parameter default value. The same customer has another problem. He has also an analysis dashboard where the same KPIs are available, but this dashboard allows the customer to drill down in much more detail into the figures on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. So we have provided here a period slider where I can select a certain start date and an end date, but a bit the same problem here. If I launch this dashboard via Tableau server, then these dates will always be the same, whereas the customer expects that he sees here from the 1st of this month till next week. Why till next week? Because they also have a weekly budget and they already want to see the budget for next week. So similar to the other example, I can again add an extension. Let me put it here in the bottom. Select one, and now I select another extension. It's a date range filter default value. I click on configure. The screen is almost the same, but now what happens if I open the screen, then I will search for all the date period parameters, date period filters on this dashboard, and I will list them here. At this moment, there is only one. So in my worksheet KPI analysis, I have one field, period first date. And there again, I can use that moment GS expression syntax to indicate what the period should be when I open the dashboard. So let me say that I want to have in the from the start of the month, and in the to, I want to add, or I want to have, let's say, end of the week. So I can change here, end of week. Okay. So if I leave this field, then automatically I already see here that the start of the month will be February the 1st, and the end of the week will be the 3rd of March. If I click on save, then you will see that these two dates are applied on my dashboard. So now I can upload the dashboard to Tableau server. And if I will open the dashboard on Tableau server, automatically, if I open it tomorrow or in 3 months' time, each time that I open the dashboard, the dates will be moved to the 1st of the month till the end of next week. Okay, so these were two examples of headless extensions. I have worked a few evenings on this. The main challenge of working with extensions is making them generic enough, so providing sufficient options here so that you can use the same extension on different dashboards of different customers. I think that's one of the major challenges for using extensions. So that's it for today. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you.